This delicious seafood biryani hosts a variety of seafood like fish, shrimp, mussels, clams, cuttlefish, squid, and even octopus. All of these are simmered in a delicious biryani gravy and then layered with basmati rice. It's sealed tightly and then cooked. Hi everyone, welcome back to Cravings Food Adventures. I'm Karen Ahmed. Today we're going to be making a delicious seafood biryani. This is going to be packed with some amazing ingredients and you're going to love it. Before I go any further with this recipe, do make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Now let's get cooking. I have 2 pounds of seafood here. I have a combination of fish, shrimp, mussels, clam, cuttlefish, squid, and octopus. It's totally up to you how you want to divide these up. My preference is shrimp, so I added more shrimp. You can use these fresh or frozen. My fish and mussels are fresh, but the rest was previously frozen and defrosted. To start the gravy, I'm going to heat up 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of ghee or clarified butter, and I'm going to allow this to melt. I have 2 cups of sliced onions here and I'm going to add these in to brown. Half of these onions will be used for the gravy and the other half will be used as the topping later. Add some salt and this will help to caramelize the onions faster. Once the onions are slightly brown, I'm going to remove half and the other half I'm going to leave it in to brown for a bit longer. I'm also going to add in about 12 almonds and these will be used with the onions on top of the biryani as well. Remove these now and keep them aside. Now since this is a seafood biryani, I have some head-on shrimp here and I also have some mussels. I cleaned the mussels and I just blanched them so they opened up. These will be used as the topping later. I'm just going to quickly add these into the hot oil. I didn't leave the shells on in the other mussels as when layered they fill up with rice and these will be really difficult to eat. This is optional, but just for flavor I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of biryani masala over this. I'm going to cook these for a minute or so and reserve. I'm going to return the onions I reserved for the base and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sliced chilies. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. Mix this in to remove the raw ginger and garlic flavor. Next, I'm going to add 2 cups of finely diced tomatoes. Turn up the heat now and allow these to cook. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of biryani masala. You can buy biryani masala in a store or you can try and make my homemade blend. I will leave a link at the end of this video as well as in the description. I'm also going to add a half teaspoon of turmeric. Mix this in and add salt to taste. I'm also going to add a half cup of water. Cover this and allow the tomatoes to cook for 5 to 7 minutes. Now I'm going to nestle in the seafood and I'm going to try and get everything in there. And then I'm going to put the lid on. The gravy is going to cook the seafood and as it cooks, the flavor of the seafood will infuse the gravy. I'm going to gently stir this. Add salt to taste, and I'm going to pick up the spice level a notch with half a teaspoon of chili powder. Stir, allow it to cook for another minute or so and keep aside. I've pre-soaked 3 cups of rice and this has been washed and drained. I'm going to cover this with about 6 cups of water, salt to taste, and bring it to the boil. While this heats up, I'm going to add a pinch of saffron to half a cup of hot milk and I'm going to leave this aside to infuse. I'm now going to add some whole spices. I've got a 2-inch stick of cinnamon, 2 bay leaves, 2 star anise, 5 cardamoms, 2 black cardamoms and 5 cloves. Cook this covered for about 10 to 15 minutes till the rice is about 3/4 of the way done and then drain it. It's now time to layer the biryani. Because this won't fit in the same pot this time, I'm going to layer in some of the seafood and the gravy at the bottom of my oven-proof pot. I've added most of the gravy and more than half of the seafood, reserving the more delicate pieces of fish for the next layer. I'm going to cover this with about 3/4 of the rice. Now I will add the remaining fish pieces, seafood and leftover gravy. Add some of the saffron milk that we had steeping earlier. I'm now going to top this with the remaining rice. Add the rest of the milk and top with the reserved fried onions and almonds. This is optional, but I will be adding a 1/4 teaspoon of this egg yellow food coloring over the top. I'm now going to nestle in the fried shrimp and mussels. This is more for an aesthetic value. The rice needs to steam or finish cooking, and this method is called dum. I'm going to tightly seal my pot with foil. Traditionally, dough is used to seal the pot to make sure that the steam does not escape. I'm going to add the lid on and this goes into my 350-degree oven where it will cook for about 30 to 40 minutes. Once done, it's ready to serve. Enjoy!
Thank you so much for joining me on Cravings Food Adventures. I hope you enjoyed this delicious recipe for seafood biryani. It's delicious, I promise you. If you love this video, do share it with your family and friends. Leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you. Also, give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well as make sure that you've rung the bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And be sure to follow me behind the scenes on all of my social channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Until I see you next time, do take care. Happy eating. Bye.